Right. Let me just actually take you through some more conversations. Let's listen in to the conversations that we have as part of this Mumbai Crime Branch report. Exclusive conversations between Gurunath Mayappan and Bindu Dara Singh from the matches that came into highlight, especially that match between Chennai Super Kings and Rajasthan Royals. More details of those transcripts. Let's listen in.
On 14th of May 2013, Chennai Super King plays a match against Delhi Daredevils in the evening. At 7:23 in the evening, Gurunath Mayappan and Bindu Dara Singh have the following conversation where Gurunath not only talks about the result but also gives the team information before the toss.
You not see the toss or nothing?
No, I saw the team in the hotel. When I went up now, I left.
Chal, let's see. Again recover now and forget it and we'll sit quiet. We will sit quiet and in 50 paisa what will recover?
We will win. We will win. 100% we will win.
Then at 8:50 p.m. on the same night.
Yeah, bro.
LB holder, bravo, Hasi.
Okay.
We will be there.
No other change.
No other.
On the 12th of May 2013, there was a match between Kolkata Knight Riders against the Royal Challengers Bangalore. At 8:55 p.m., Gurunath once again gives away key information to Bindu.
Kolkata won the toss and give these guys batting.
I will tell you why. They are bowling weak. They score 190, then their bowling will come. Kolkata come to 150, then Kolkata batting and later score other 41 balls. We wait for last 4 over. Let 34 overs go. Last 4 over we will see.
I'll call.
My suggestion today, both matches will stay just quietly and do nothing.
Okay, relax. What do you say about both matches?
No, next match wicket.
Our top focus here on 8 p.m. tonight, the great IPL fix, exclusive details from the Mumbai Crime Branch report that was submitted to the Mudgal panel, on the basis of which it gave its report to the Supreme Court. The enormity and the importance of this report cannot be overstated. These include transcripts between Gurunath Mayappan and Bindu Dara Singh and how smartly they played their cards on possibly every match that was played in the 6th edition of the IPL. Headlines today after having accessed the Mumbai Crime Branch's probe report and also that of the Delhi police, which names several players. We give you all the details on how both Mayappan and Bindu went about their job from 12th May 2013 to 14th May 2013, clearly establishing the collaboration of the two in this betting scam.
Sample this. On 12th May 2013, before the Kolkata vs Bangalore match, tapped calls between Gurunath and Bindu have Gurunath saying, they score 190, then their bowling will come. Kolkata come to 150. My suggestion today, both matches will just stay quietly and do nothing. Later that day is also under scanner. Chennai's match versus Rajasthan. On 12th May 2013 at around 7:37 in the evening, on being asked by bookie Sanjay Chabra, Bindu informed him that CSK was Guru's favourite. Same match at 20:58, Guru revealed to Bindu that his team will make about 140 runs. Chennai made 141. While the match was on, Mayappan placed total bets of 1.40 crore against his own team. On 13th May 2013, at 10:47, in a call to Bindu, Gurunath says, I will give you my inputs and then I'm going to follow what you will say. He provides inputs of the wicket and the weather. On 14th May 2013 at 19:26, when asked about the toss, Guru assures Bindu, I saw the team in the hotel. Then I went. We will win, 100% we will win. Also before that Chennai vs Delhi match, Gurunath also informs Bindu of the team changes, giving names like LB, Holder, Bravo and Hasi. The extent of the collaboration between Bindu and Gurunath is not the only thing that is revealed in the report. Nearly half of all IPL team matches are suspected to be fixed. Bangalore, Kolkata, Chennai and even Sunrisers. There's a mention of at least half a dozen players, Indian and foreign, whose performances are being discussed, raising suspicion of their involvement. Asadrov's involvement has already been nailed, and even a mention of a top IPL official. The lid has been blown off. Shivani Gupta, Headlines Today.
The lid certainly has been blown off, Padmaja. There are not just details about how these two men placed bets, the amount of bets, and all the transcripts of the conversations between them, but we will also reveal to our viewers in another 5 minutes the key players that have been discussed in these transcripts, in these conversations. But first, another sample, Padmaja, of the exclusive conversations.
Absolutely, and these conversations between Gurunath Mayappan and Bindu Dara Singh from the matches that came into the highlight.
On 14th of May 2013, Chennai Super King plays a match against Delhi Daredevils in the evening. At 7:23 in the evening, Gurunath Mayappan and Bindu Dara Singh have the following conversation where Gurunath not only talks about the result but also gives the team information before the toss.
You not see the toss or nothing?
No, I saw the team in the hotel. When I went up, I left.
Chal, let's see. Again recover now and forget it and we'll sit quiet. We will sit quiet and in 50 paisa what will recover?
We will win. We will win. 100% we will win.
Then at 8:50 p.m. on the same night.
Yeah, bro.
LB holder, bravo, Hasi.
Okay.
We will be there.
No other change.
No other change.
Chennai Super Kings did win the match by 33 runs.
Great game, the 13th game of this team. Well, it's
On the 12th of May 2013, there was a match between Kolkata Knight Riders against the Royal Challengers Bangalore. At 8:55 p.m, Gurunath once again gives away key information to Bindu.
Kolkata won the toss and give these guys batting.
I will tell you why. They have bowling weak. They score 190, then their bowling will come. Kolkata come to 150, then Kolkata batting and latest score other 41 balls. We wait for last 4 over. Let 34 overs go. Last 4 over we will see.
I'll call.
My suggestion today, both matches will stay just quietly and do nothing.
Okay, relax. What do you say about both matches?
No, next match wicket. Their rain prediction also.
And finally, the match most under the scanner on the 12th of May 2013 itself, Chennai versus Rajasthan.
nicely cut away. Runner goes down the ground, should be out, will be out. Let's see. Top cap.
The match in which Gurunath tells Bindu the score Chennai will make 140 and Chennai did eventually make 141.
No, Raina. What a silly shot he played. I can believe Raina's shot.
In third, he run to now 89-2. 89-2. 89-2.
It's 68 paisa, 67 paisa, 68 CSK.
68? I have now. What is my total?
You can 20, you know?
20?
Yeah. Third is out. What he was playing. Can't understand.
Now how much?
90, Rajasthan.
Now that's all. Sir Ravindra Jadeja come. See, we'll bat 20 overs. We will get 130, 140.
Which Shivani Gupta Sports Bureau headlined today.
What does Gurunath Mayappan mean when he tells Bindu Dara Singh that wait, Sir Ravindra Jadeja comes, will bat 20 over, we will get 130, 140. What does he mean by that? We'll discuss all of that and some of the other names that have been taken in the transcripts that have been given as part of the Mumbai Crime Branch report to the Mudgal panel in detail with our guests. Joining me in the studio, Bishan Singh Bedi, senior journalist Swami, and also former Indian cricketer Nikhil Chopra. On the other side, we also have our consulting editor Boria Majumdar joining us from Kolkata. We'll take the views of all of these gentlemen. But first up, let's also break down the details of the betting, and the one who's revealing all is none other than a former IP officer, Sampath Kumar, who spoke exclusively to my colleague Shumon Ray. Listen in to what he had to say about the alleged involvement of none other than Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Tell us something about a match that he talked about, match being fixed.
Yeah, in fact, he told about all those things because he said about his friendship with Vikram Agarwal and associateship with this cricket betting and all those things. He used to be a partner and he used to go along with him for parties and all, in which he has seen Gurunath Mayappan also. He is also a good friend of Vikram Agarwal. In turn, he was telling about one match fixing Rajasthan in 12-5 match. He was telling about that, and in which he was mentioning about that Gurunath Mayappan was.
You mean to say 12th of May 2013 match between Chennai Super Kings and Rajasthan Royals?
Yeah, the thing, but the process of match fixing started, I think it started from 23rd or 22nd of April.
Tell us something more about the match fixing. What was the process and who were the players involved?
In fact, this thing started when Vikram Agarwal said some match fixing thing is happening, and somebody from Rajasthan, we are yet to ascertain who have come down, and some talks were going on. By the time the Chennai CSK teams were staying in Chennai, after some match, they were staying for nearly 4-5 days. There was some repeated meeting among Vikram Agarwal, Gurunath Mayappan, and a few persons from Rajasthan.
Rajasthan or Chennai Super Kings?
Rajasthan, I mean some bookies or somebody connected with that. And after that, he was seen that Kitty told me that Vikram Agarwal said Gurunath Mayappan to go and talk to a few of the players in CSK.
Who were these players?
He named a few of the persons, but he said, I do remember, he mentioned about Dhoni and Suresh Raina's name and a few others. And a few others, he hasn't given any name.
Acha, talk about the aspect where Kitty has probably told you that Mayappan told him that he had Gurunath Mayappan has agreed that Dhoni in fact has agreed to fix the match.
Yeah, he said about that. He said about that Gurunath Mayappan informed Vikram Agarwal that Dhoni has agreed for that. But he didn't mention agreed for that they wanted to score up to 140 and ready to lose the match.
And that deal was struck.
Yeah, that was stuck, and this was happened on 27 or 28. I don't remember exactly. That day they finalized that. That was informed to Vikram Agarwal. In turn, Vikram Agarwal made a call to one person by name Sanjay. He suspected that to be that Bound brothers of Jaipur.
Kitty Uttam Jain, apart from naming Dhoni as having fixed the match or agreed to score a particular run and lose the match, has he named any other player from Chennai Super Kings or any other player from Rajasthan Royals? Player's name?
No, he didn't say. Actually, he said that Vikram Agarwal is close to Dhoni and Suresh Raina and others and a few others during the parties and all. But when this match thing comes, he said that Gurunath Mayappan said that Dhoni has confirmed and they are ready for that. That's the main reason and the main thing I wanted to stress on Justice Madhukar Committee also. I asked for an investigation by some agency like a National Investigation Agency with a joint investigation team. The main reason for being this, I had a feeling that this investigation is not on the right line, because in the very affair itself, it's mentioning about match fixing. Harish Bajaj has said about that. He's not telling about the match fixed during this time. He was telling about the previous IPLs in which he was telling about some match fixing and all. It's in the very affair itself. But it was not probed properly. Apart from that,
when the question of when Harish Bajaj was actually saying, admitting to the fact that there was a match fixing that had gone, so there should have been a question on what about this year.
Yeah, naturally, but further that is for the IVO to dig into that, because the affair itself speaks of some match fixing. They must have dug into what all happened previously, but they haven't done that. Further, Kitty has spoken so many things within 3 or 4 hours in the Q branch, and he has ascertained about some numbers, those details and all, and he has spoken about match fixing also. But whereas, to my surprise, it was not elicited at CBCD.
CBCID officer Sampath Kumar there speaking to Headlines Today exclusively, and not just telling the details of the report that he had compiled, but also saying that there is pressure on him to not take this investigation further. He mentioned 2 players very clearly that have come up in the conversations with bookies, MS Dhoni and Suresh Raina. We have some more names that are mentioned in the transcripts in the Mumbai Crime Branch police report. Let me introduce our panel once again. In the studio joining me, former Indian cricketer Bishan Singh Bedi and Nikhil Chopra. Senior journalist V. Krishnaswamy joining me in the studio as well. Our consulting editor Boria Majumdar joins us from Kolkata. Kishore Rungta, former treasurer of the BCCI, is also joining us, and former Mumbai player Shishir Hatangri is also on the show. Bishan, let me come to you first. When you hear all of these transcripts, when you hear an investigating officer saying there's pressure on me, what are we to understand? When he takes these names, the names of the players, but nothing happens of it.
Well, for a start off, Shivani, I must confess here that I'm not at all happy sitting on this panel. No. It's the most grave tragedy Indian cricket is having to face head-on. And talking about it is even more depressing. I mean, I was just listening to what Sampath was saying. It's quite a grave charge. You know, it's not just fun. And I've been saying this all along, ever since this corrupted seed was planted, the IPL in Indian cricket. This was bound to happen. This was bound to happen because when so much money is floating around, you don't expect saints dealing with money. No. And this is what has come out now.
Yeah. The involvement of Gurunath Mayappan and Bindu Dara Singh is beyond doubt. We have evidence here in the Mumbai Crime Branch report that these two were placing bets. Gurunath Mayappan was passing on information. Shishir, I want to come to you in one of the transcripts that we played out for our viewers. Gurunath says, now that's all. Sir, Ravindra Jadeja comes. See, we'll bat 20 overs. We will get 130, 140. Of course, this is the match against Rajasthan Royals, and they did get 141. This is one of the key matches under suspicion. When Gurunath Mayappan says Ravindra Jadeja has come, he will bat 20 overs, what are we to understand?
For starters, we have to understand that he's got a crystal ball which no cricketer has. Frankly, you know, to predict we will bat 20 overs, we will score so many runs, requires a lot of skill too, you know. It's not only a case of, you know, passing on information, but being able to adhere to that information. I'm a little dazzled by all this, frankly, Shivani, because one thing is, you know, when you get into a situation like this, it's not only one person, it could be a lot of people involved, you know, and if, of course, proved correct, I mean, by the courts. But what is more distressing about everything is that it's not one person. I mean, we can't hold one man responsible. You know, there could be a pool of people involved, and that to me is more worrying than, you know, yes, like Bishan said, you know, this is terrible news, you know, if it's happening, and the reports that, you know, the police reports and things like that. But if it was restricted to one or two people, then, you know, you would have probably said, okay, you have rotten apples everywhere, get rid of them. But my worry is it doesn't end there, because if you know, if there is a move to make sure that you adhere to certain commitments on the score sheet, then it cannot be one man. I mean, that's what worries me more than anything else.
Right, it absolutely is extremely worrying. Swami, I want to come to you. This is not just about them talking about, oh, Ravindra Jadeja comes and plays for 20 overs. In one of the transcripts, he has Gurunath Mayappan clearly talks about 4 players: LB, Holder, Bravo, Hasi. He gives this information half an hour before the match starts. This is clear violation, of course, of everybody's faith and of his privilege as team principal, which has been established. He was giving out team information, isn't it?
Shivani, first, you know, this Ravindra Jadeja, the moment that name was mentioned and batting for 20 overs, you know, the marvels of modern technology helps, you know, to go back to that scoreboard.
Yes, of course.
In that specific match, Ravindra Jadeja batted for exactly 14 deliveries, scored 12 runs. And so I really don't know what it means by, you know, batting for 20 overs.
But they also say we'll score 140 and they scored 141.
Just let me finish. I totally agree with Shishir. This man has got a crystal ball, and I think we really need him for the good of Indian cricket. 3, I agree with Bishan. There is a lot of muck, and if there wasn't as much muck, we wouldn't be all talking about it. Number 3, you know, you can never say we will win. I don't think there is any cricketer on this planet or any other planet who can say I will win. He can always say I will lose, I will not score 50 runs, but he cannot say I will score 50 runs. And then you come on to the other aspect of it. You know, I mean, there is so much of muck happening in that specific match itself. I went through the scoreboard. When it says, you know, there was a specific point of time when Rajasthan Royals were 49 for 4 after 10 overs. The 11th over of that match saw R. Ashwin bowl exactly 1 over in that entire game and give away 23 runs.
Yes, exactly.
That was probably a decisive point. His name does not mention. I'm so happy about it. I mean, we don't have too many spinners. We might have to ask Bishan to come and bowl one of these days. So, you know, Ashwin at least is not getting named somewhere there. So, at least I'm. But let's be very clear that there is something in the IPL, there is something in Indian cricket which really stinks.
All right,
what
let
it
me
is,
read one
I
more
can't pinpoint,
let me read one more
but
transcript.
we really do need to get into a cleaning act.
All right, this is Vindu and Gurunath once again. I want to come to you, Boria, with this. Vindu says, what are they doing? I think they're doing some hunky funky. Rajasthan favorite, kuch to wrong hi khel rahe hain, not playing right. The way that Raina gave that catch, very terrible. What do you make of this?
You know, I will not go home a very happy Indian cricket fan tonight. Bishanji, Krishnaswamy and Shishir said it very right. It's a tragedy and it's a travesty of justice for every Indian cricket fan who goes and spends his money buying an IPL ticket and watching these games. I think the Mudgal committee has done a commendable job by indicting and nailing Gurunath Mayappan as somebody who was indulging in wrongdoing and violating IPL rules. I've said this earlier on your show, I'm saying it again. The only faith that I have, and I think the panel will agree, is on the judiciary, the Supreme Court of India, to clean this muck. I'm saddened that no BCCI head honchos, some of them are running this country, have come out in protest. Not a single politician, several of them are involved with the BCCI, have come out in protest. Having seen these transcripts, having read them with you all day, all I can say is 7th of March, I hope the Supreme Court does some justice to every Indian cricket fan.
These are exclusive excerpts, so far not out in the public domain, of the Mumbai Crime Branch investigation, a report that they submitted to the Mudgal panel while it was investigating the entire matter, and the report that they gave to the Supreme Court was based on these two. I have lots more transcripts to reach to our viewers that will reveal lots more names. I also have the Delhi Police's report that they provided to the Mudgal panel as well. You will be shocked with some of the information, some of the messages, some of the calls that have been recorded in these transcripts. Special presentation, a special investigation into the entire IPL fixing rot. Mumbai Crime Branch's exclusive report with us, also the Delhi Police's exclusive report with us. Listen in to one of the transcripts between Mayappan and Bindu Dara Singh as per the Mumbai Crime Branch's report, where they also talk about Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
RR is winning pakka.
They won't win, bro. They will lose today.
How?
CSK will make pace run and RR will lose. Just see what is going to happen today.
The wicket will start batting very good second.
It is already very good. This guy is doing Natak Dhoni and the way Dhoni, Jadeja, all they gave. They won't make too many runs and win. See what happens. We are okay, na? 420, 220, no problem.
So they're saying, look at the way Dhoni and Jadeja played. Let's listen into another excerpt which mentions Ravindra Jadeja in detail.
Yeah, third is out. What he was playing, I can't understand.
Now how much?
90, Rajasthan.
Now that's all? So Ravindra Jadeja come, C will bat 20 over. We will get 130, 140.
This match, remember, the 12th May match between CSK and RR is one of the biggest matches under the scanner. In several reports, this has come up. Also in the report by Sampath Kumar, the CBCID officer in Chennai. Let's listen into one of the final key excerpts from the Mumbai Crime Branch report, where Raina's shot selection in the same match is being questioned.
No, Raina. What a silly shot he played. I can believe Raina's shot.
In third, he run to now 89-2, 89-2, 89-2.
It's 68 paisa, 67 paisa, 68 CSK.
68? I have now. What is my total?
You can 20, you know.
20?
Right, we'll get into details of the transcripts which mention all of these three players. But let's also listen into another very key transcript. This is a transcript on 15th May. Time is 16:42. Pawan and Bindu Dara Singh are talking. They're talking about the bets they have to play. Bindu Dara Singh says, 10 peti laga do. Pavan also says, बहुत bet कर रहे हो. Then look at what Bindu Dara Singh says. वो सुंदर, वो गुरु को बोल रहा है 100% बोल रहा है KKR, 100% ठीक है, देखते हैं. Just who is this Sundar? He is not part of the list of the accused in the Mumbai Crime Branch's report. Let's also listen into other two key excerpts from the 12th of May match. Here, Bindu Dara Singh and Gurunath Mayappan are talking. They exchange hellos. Bindu says once again, what a silly shot he played. I can't believe Rainer's shot. Then they talk about some of the bets and the odds, and Gurunath Mayappan and Bindu Dara Singh keep talking about that. Bindu again says, why did he play such a dirty shot? I can't believe Rainer's shot, that's all. What are they doing? I think they're doing some hunky funky. Rajasthan favorite. Kuch to wrong khel rahe hain. Not playing right is what Bindu Dara Singh says. The way that Raina gave a catch, that was very terrible. Even Dhoni is gone. Let's listen in to one of the other transcripts. This is of course the transcript in which Sir Ravindra Jadeja is also mentioned, and that he will bat for 20 overs. Of course, we want to focus here and mention very clearly, none of this establishes the guilt of any of these players mentioned, but it raises suspicion. Another of these transcripts where we talk about the odds, Gurunath says RR is winning pakka. Our experts are saying nobody can say, but yes, we do know that RR won this match. Gurunath Mayappan placed 1.4 crore bet against his team, and Chennai lost that match. CSK will make race run and RR will lose. Just see, says Bindu Dara Singh. He's not too confident at this stage of the match. The wicket will start batting very good second, says Gurunath Mayappan. It's already good. These guys will not make too many runs and win. See what happens. Now we are okay now. 4-22-20, no problem. So these are the excerpts, some of the key excerpts that we have shortlisted for our viewers. Bishan, you want to come here in and talk about just the conversations that we've just played out for our viewers. Does this at least raise suspicion? And the question is, why is not more investigations being done into this and the players' role being looked into? Bishan?
Well, I've been listening to you, Shivani, but my concentration span is reasonably limited listening to these nerve-wracking stories. And I am, as I said earlier, I'm very, very upset to be part of this panel today. Our only hope, as I see it, is the Supreme Court. Justice on the 7th of March.
Do you think, Bishan, there's a cover-up going on? You heard Sampath Kumar as well. He's saying, I have pressure. Nothing has happened of these names, these transcripts. They have been with the Mumbai police for literally a year now. These are all transcripts from last year.
Well, listen, this pressure business is not just on Sampath Kumar. I think the entire BCCI is party to it, because they're all quiet on this front. I mean, some of the big names who are holding positions of presidents of various associations, they are quiet. And some big names, politicians, business people, renowned, established social figures, they are quiet. I wonder why. When you are making it so nice and clear, headlines today, somebody must stand up for or against this nonsense.
Right.
As I see it, this is just plain गुंडागर्दी, nothing else, And मैं आपको बताऊं कि चोर के मन में हर वक्त चोरी चलती है, और वो इजहार उस वक्त करता है जब उसको मौका मिलता है. अब दिस इज द केस कि चोर अगर पकड़ा गया तो चोर है, नहीं तो चैंपियन तो है ही. दिस इज द होल क्रक्स ऑफ द मैटर.
Swami, this transcript that says वो सुंदर बोल रहा है KKR is winning 100%. Now there's no Sundar mentioned in the whole thing. Who is this Sundar, you think?
Well, Sundar has always been a bit of a low-profile man when it comes to the IPL. He's been a CEO and probably the link between the old and the new. You say he was a man who was handpicked by Lalit Modi to be the CEO of the of this mega show, and a former media man, in the sense he was a media buyer, supposed to be brilliant with numbers, and let me tell you, he has something else very, very much in common with both Srinivasan and Mayappan. He's a very good golfer. So golf, numbers, and handpicked by Lalit Modi and now by Srinivasan. So obviously the man has got something in him. I mean, good or bad, that is for you to decide. But that's why, I mean, he's pretty crucial in there, and he has always been a central figure when it comes to negotiations on money matters, television rights, etc. So I mean, so he knows the media, he knows numbers.
Of course, we are not suggesting that any of this is conclusive proof, but these are all transcripts available. Kishore Rungta, former BCCI treasurer, is with us. So if there is evidence available that there are transcripts, somebody called Sundar is being talked about, all these players' role is being talked about, isn't it imperative that this is taken further? Why has this not moved further, is my question, and why is there pressure to suppress details?
Well, now that it's in public domain, I mean, I have no problem with an organization or people within an organization being silent on issues that are so critical as the ones that we are discussing. But I have an issue if they are not proactive within the organization in taking measures to ensure. Look, Shivani, if it's there today, there is every reason it was there yesterday and day before, and it will be there tomorrow. My worry is, and you know, I must state this on your channel, that when this thing broke out, a very dear friend of mine who's very high up in the CBI called me up, because we played cricket together at some gully level many years ago, and he said to me, you know, Shishir, it hurts me that I'm seeing all this. And I said to him, I said, if it's there today, it could have been there yesterday, it can be there tomorrow. And he said, you know what, there is a serious need for mentoring, because you cannot control intent. Intent is so crucial in a sport.
Shishir,
you know, you might clean up everything, you might try your best, but if you have the wrong intent, you're finished. Nobody can stop you.
Shishir, the whole thing about mentoring comes later. My question here is, there are investigations that are supposed to be going on.
It comes earlier.
All right, earlier as well. But now we have some conclusive proof that the two states have, Mumbai has and Delhi has. My question to Kishore Rungta, if he can hear me, is that if somebody like Sundar's name is being taken place, and of course there will be allegations made, you know, it will allude to the only Sundar we know associated with IPL. It just suggests that the rot is extremely deep. This could be massive if this was investigated and we could have some clarity on who these people are.
Yeah, but we didn't know it yesterday, Shivani. Day before yesterday we didn't know it. We know about it now. And it is very important, I mean, for people in the corridors of power to take this matter up so seriously. Because ultimately it's not about you and me, it's about everybody who buys a ticket to get into that game.
Right.
You know, there was an old adage saying, you know, the glorious uncertainties of the game. Now, are we going to attach any prefix and suffix to that term, glorious uncertainties?
No, let's not talk about it. Let me just go to Kishore Rungta. I'm sorry, Shishir, to cut you short here. I want his reaction. Kishore Rungta, sir, if you can hear me. Do you feel the rot goes right to the top in IPL? That's my question to you.
Yes, there is absolutely no denying that fact. In fact, the smoke has been on for a very long time. Each time the smoke has been flagged upon both by the electronic media as well as by the print media. The board has completely refused to check the rot. In fact, the fire is out today and we are all shouting at the top of our voices. There is no question about it. If cricket is a good entertainer, 2020 is not a cricket. If they want to do it, they should be getting in touch with WWF and they should be accordingly entertaining people through the medium of WWF, not through spoiling the name of cricket. Supreme Court has made various observations from time to time, including the Honorable High Courts, but they have never come to any judgment per se. And nobody bothers about the observations, and therefore judgment by the Supreme Court is a necessity of the day. We have permitted the game to slip from our hands, the reputation of the game, there is absolutely no administration, governance is absolutely zero, and if the board is really serious, they should start clearing their tables straight away even before the Supreme Court hearing takes place.
Right.
Take for instance that both Chennai Super Kings and Rajasthan Royals have been found completely inducted in the report as such. Initially, there was a two-member panel formed by the board which said Mr. Mayappan is a mere enthusiast, which lie has been already undone in the present report. I can't see as to why Chennai Super King and Rajasthan Royals should not be removed. If there was any other team, they would have been removed straight away.
Absolutely.
Even the sponsors are not happy as on today, because Punjab and Rajasthan they are playing under court orders and not in normal course. So what is this happening? In fact, the entire situation has worsened to an extent that unless the tables are cleared, no IPL in my opinion should be held. The cricketers, now that the evidences are clear, earlier we did not have the evidences, but still on the basis, in a game like cricket, on the basis of circumstantial evidences, actions ought to have been taken, because it is very difficult to find evidences on matters like this, particularly, and if you
all the evidence is here, perhaps all the evidence, at least Mr. Kishore, to take the investigations further. Boria, very crucial point Mr. Kishore Rungta is making. Nobody is talking from BCCI. The pro panel was a sham. The board is doing nothing. They should have taken proactive actions. They have not done anything. So it's basically up to the media to reveal these documents and up to the Supreme Court to clean cricket. We can't depend on the BCCI.
You know, just for our viewers, I think something that we've not shown our viewers today, but we will tomorrow. The annexures that we've also got. One of the annexures which you and I have read this morning, annexure number 14 of the Mudgal Committee. The Mudgal Committee is repeatedly asking the BCCI who appointed the two-member panel. The BCCI's answer was the legal advisor.
And who is that legal advisor?
Legal advisor? Correct. Please go and find out. Please go and find out who the BCCI's one-member legal advisor is. The answer is there. You know, and the Mudgal Committee kept asking, tell us the name of the legal advisor. I would urge every cricket fan to go and find out. The fact of the matter is, it's simple. Bishanji summed it up beautifully. It is now the 7th of March, now the Supreme Court, which has to clean up this muck. If it doesn't, to Indian cricket fans, I think it's thank you and good night. All of us will go unhappy, but the fact of the matter is, the BCCI will be unmoved.
Right. We are only hopeful that on the 7th of March, perhaps we'll see some conclusions or we'll move in that direction. The upsetting part here is for all of us that nothing has happened. Business as usual in the IPL. The auctions are going on. The franchises are not speaking out. And money is being spent. Chennai Super Kings players are being bought and sold. Nobody knows whether Chennai Super Kings should really play in the next edition of the IPL. But nothing has happened. Not one word from the BCCI on this matter. Not one word from the IPL Governing Council on this matter. Let me also go to the Delhi Police's report here. And I want Nikhil to take this. There's a confession statement recorded under the section 18 of Makoka, Nikhil, by accused Sunil Bhatia. He's revealed that Baburao Yadav, who's an accused also and a known bettor and fixer, accompanied him to Bangladesh in 2010, I'm talking about. This is in the Delhi report, where one Gyan, a Sri Lankan, had introduced them to Rohit Sharma and Dinesh Karthik, apart from Mahela Jayawardene and Mohammad Rafiq, ex-Bangladesh player. Later, one of the bookies actually sends Ravindra Jadeja's number to another. Why are we sitting on this?
Well, you know, the only logical conclusion that I can make of this is, did these players know that these guys are bookies? Because, you know, you meet so many people across when you're traveling abroad, you know, you get to meet. But none of the guys you meet, anything's written on their face, Shivani. So I'm just trying to think, you know, when this whole thing broke out, when these bookies or even the catch that Delhi police had, the accused, did they name the players saying they were up to these dubious acts or not?
I'll re-emphasize this point.
Then it needs to be investigated further.
I'll re-emphasize this point, and I want Shishir, you take this. A bookie, a known fixer bookie to another known fixer bookie, to Aju, says, I'm sending you this number. It's Jadeja. In brackets, it's written in the report, evidence of collusion with other fixers.
Look, Shivani, frankly, I mean, you're not a little very clear in what you're saying, because there is a distortion in the voice. But anyway, my point is, you don't come with it written on your face that you're a bookie. You know, you as cricketers, you meet so many people. I mean, I haven't been there, but Bishan will tell you, and whoever has played Test cricket will tell you. You meet so many people. You're nice to them. You pose for photographs. It's very hard to decipher who is what, because they all pose and they project themselves as cricket fans and lovers of your art. So for me, whether he's a bookie or no is something that can be established only later. It can't happen then. As regards what's in the report, now, this is all about the BCCI and the men in the corridors of power taking it very seriously and being proactive about it. That's all we're saying. I mean, like every cricket fan, I believe that they need to be proactive and come out with it, because this is all about the cricket playing fan. This is all about, it could be an internal tournament amongst owners and things like that, but there is a fan that is going into the ground with hope,
right,
with a desire to see good cricket and a desire to see the uncertainties of the game.
My only question, Shishir, my only question, and I keep repeating this. My only question, and I keep repeating this also on the back of that interview, first ever interview that Sampath Kumar gave us, saying there has been pressure on me to not investigate further. He's from Chennai, and he also says that the final report submitted, he's not happy with it. All I'm asking is, should there not be a thorough investigation? Bishan, can we expect that? Can we expect that, a thorough investigation? If there are evidences or at least meetings that have been established, why are players not being questioned? And what is the ICC anti-corruption unit doing?
Yeah, that is something which is quite strange. That the anti-corruption unit of the ICC is, reasonably quiet and reasonably stagnant, if I may say so. But I think Justice Mudgal's report, which will be highlighted on the 7th of March, will disclose everything. And if I were the president of the BCCI, I would have many a sleepless night. Honestly, this is happening right under his nose, and I cannot imagine it is happening without his connivance.
Right, that is what? Are they above suspicion as of now? No. With all the evidence that has been in the public domain, at least they are under suspicion. We are not saying anyone's guilt has been proven. All we are saying is they're under suspicion. But look at the conspiracy of silence. This is the first time that we have named Dhoni, we've named Raina, and we've named Jadeja, because we have the evidence to back it, that we have these transcripts with us. Otherwise, these transcripts have existed for literally a year. No one has spoken a word about them, and no one perhaps will till the Supreme Court gives its judgment on 7th of March. So, I mean, very, very quickly, I have like
Shivani,
10 seconds.
You've got transcripts where people are taking names of certain cricketers. I think it doesn't. That
no,
does not
I'm just saying that
evidence,
the investigation has to be taken further.
To be fair to the cricketers who have been named, and as rightfully the 3 cricketers on this panel who've been, whether Nikhil, Shishir, and Bishan have said, cricketers meet a lot of people, but they don't know who they're meeting.
No, I'm not just talking about meeting people. No, I'm sorry, I'm running out of time. I'm not just talking about meeting people. There is direct relation between the bets that are being played, information that is being transferred, and also the way matches are being played out. Do you think this can really work, inside information, without the connivance of at least a few players? That's all I am saying.
Swami,
that's all I'm saying.
Can I say something?
Swami,
I'm really sorry, I'm completely out of town.
In those players, the bookies or Gurunath has never said that Dhoni or any of the other players is
all
involved.
right, we have to end it there. All we're saying is investigations have to be thorough. I really thank all the gentlemen joining us on the show. We'll keep getting you the latest on this. Keep watching Headlines Today. Thanks a lot for watching.